Welcome to the English Bình Phước radio, television station, and newspaper. Now the top story today. Bình Phước banks for social policy supports policy beneficiaries. Raising quality of pomelo under GlobalGAP standards. Vietnam economic growth may reach 6.9% in 2022 according to the Central Institute for Economics Management. Promoting ethnic characteristic villages. Ladies and gentlemen, leaders from the Bank for Social Policy in Bình Phước Province visited and presented gifts to policy beneficiaries in Dong Xoài City and Dong Phu districts on the occasions of Vietnam War Invalids and Martyrs Day on July the 27th.
Leaders from the Bình Phước Bank for Social Policies expressed their gratitude for the sacrifices made by the families in the struggle for national liberation and reunification. They extended a hope that policy beneficiaries will be healthy and happy and witness positive changes in the country. On the occasion of 75 years of War Invalids and Martyr Days, the bank arranged delegations to visit and present gifts to 16 families of policy beneficiaries around the province. The gifts worth 1.5 million dong each were funded by bank staff to express their gratitude to policy beneficiaries.
Ladies and gentlemen, leaders from the Bank for Social Policy in Bình Phước Province visited and presented gifts to policy beneficiaries in Dong Xoài City and Dong Phu districts on the occasions of Vietnam War Invalids and Martyrs Day on July the 27th.
Depending on the attributes of each banana mutant tree, the fruits can bear different colors and shapes and also boast better quality than other varieties. Some said the banana mutants are favored for their nice-looking and unique leaves. Because they're polymutated, most of the trees are different from each other and cannot be bred using tissue culture techniques. As a result, they're low in number. The breeding of the variety solely relies on branch growing, but the new plants are not as good as the original due to weather and soil conditions. Prices therefore vary depending on their specific traits. With nice leaves, the banana variety can serve as the ornamental tree, so may be sold at higher prices. Sang is working to expand his banana plantation on a total area of 1,000 square meters.
The Budok Greenfield Pomelo Cooperative has applied cultivation techniques following GlobalGAP standards over the years. More than 70 hectares of greenfield pomelo grown by the cooperative are highly valued thanks to their quality and sweet fruit, which are also safe and good for the health.
At its establishment, the cooperative decided to apply GlobalGAP standards. All steps from preparing the soil, using fertilizer, and spraying authorized herbicides to identifying an appropriate time for harvest follow proper procedures. In order to enjoy a high yield, good seedlings must be selected and need to be planted in an elevated area with sufficient water and good drainage. Since 2016, the Budok Greenfield Pomelo Cooperative has planted the fruit on 70 hectares. Of these, 20 hectares are entering into the harvest season for a second time, while 10 hectares are being harvested for the first time. The cooperative is expected to harvest some 100 tons of pomelo this year at a price of 26,000 dong per kilo. After applying GlobalGAP standards, the cooperative's pomelo output has been on the rise over the years and prices are higher than other varieties. The example from the Budok Greenfield Pomelo Cooperative shows that thoroughly studying cultivation and production procedures under GlobalGAP standards helps ensure stable output and markets.
The Ministry of Finance reported state budget revenues in January to June period were estimated at $40.3 billion, equivalent to 66.7% of this year's tariffs.
Meanwhile, state budget spending in revealed time reached nearly $31 billion, or 40% of this year's estimates. In the first 6 months, the government promulgated and enforced policies on land rent reduction and extension of time for paying taxes and land rents under the Socio-Economic Recovery and Development Program, with $1.7 billion. The ministry said state budget revenues in 2022 are expected to reach over $61.7 billion, while expenditure is some $78 billion, up 4.5% compared to that in 2021. This means state budget deficit for the year will be some $16.3 billion, equivalent to 4% of the GDP. The volume of the central budget is estimated to account for over 52% of total budget revenues, equivalent to some $32 billion.
Vietnam's economic growth this year can reach up to 6.9% in the best case scenario in Central Institute for Economic Management announced during a recent Hanoi workshop to launch a report on Vietnam economy in the first half of 2022.
Central Institute for Economic Management has also given a base scenario in which the country's economy is expected to expand up to 6.7%, and the inflation will hit the anticipated level of 4%. The exports will grow up to 15.8%, and trade surplus will reach $1.2 billion. According to the institute, there are some factors that could impact Vietnam's economic prospects in the second half of 2022. Among others is the ability to stop the spread of the new COVID-19 variants and other diseases, and the implementation of the tasks of the National Program on Socio-Economic Recovery and Development and Macroeconomic Stability. Another factor is how to diversify export markets, capitalize on opportunities from free trade agreements Vietnam is signatory to, and handle risks associated with trade and technology confrontation between the world superpowers, the institute noted.
Like many other traditional craft villages, the Bao Trúc pottery and Mỹ Nghiệp brocade weaving villages of the Chăm ethnic minority people in Ninh Thuận province has been at risk of falling into oblivion. In an attempt to give the villages a boost, local people have introduced unique products.
Clay meat stand is gradually transformed into a unique decorative ceramic pot to the skilled hands of Đăng, theo, những. This is a new line of fine ceramic products designed by Hằng for interior decor and meeting the increasing demand among customers.
We have to learn a lot to make our products more beautiful and unique, with appealing patterns that grab the attention of customers. We create our own patterns and also make custom-ordered products.
Bao Trúc Village Korea has over 400 pottery-making households, or about 70% of ethnic Cham households in the locality, as well as 1 cooperative and 12 pottery production and trading establishments. Instead of producing traditional ceramic products, the cooperative and production facilities have taken the initiative to add East, West, and Cham cultural features into the production of decorative ceramic products and fine art pottery to create economic value.
We have promoted different business channels, including online, and have received many orders. Our product line has been improved to meet customer demand and serve construction and high-quality household decor.
Working with the pottery village, the Cham Mỹ Nghiệp bouquet weaving cooperative is trying to change the direction of production. Skilled weavers in the cooperative focus on researching and restoring ancient bouquet patterns combined with changing colors and weaving materials to retain the characteristics of traditional craft villages and meet demand among customers.
Customers used to regularly confuse traditional hand-woven brocade products with machine-made items, but now the Chăm Mỹ Nghiệp Textile Cooperative has introduced labeling on products to help customers trace their origin.
Cooperatives and production establishments have been promoting technical training for the younger generation to preserve and develop the weaving and pottery trades. At the same time, the locality will mobilize resources to continue expanding production towards commercializing traditional products.
Là mây trên trời của ai đó, Sightseeing by Thai director Tanadesh Pradesh and Vietnamese producer Trình Trung has been released in theaters nationwide in recent days.
The romantic comedy recounts the journey of a young Vietnamese girl called May, played by Ngọc Lan Vi, to Thailand to meet her idol Park, played by Pudichai on her birthday. May's seemingly smooth journey to meet Park, however, encounters obstacles from boy August Vachiravit, a sincere, kind, but clumsy motorbike taxi driver, and his friend James Verom Satichat, causing May to fall into awkward situations. To prepare for the premiere, actor August Vachiravit visited Vietnam from July 20 to 21st to meet Vi and interact with audiences.
And that's all for today. Thank you for your watching. Goodbye and see you next time.